May President Bongbong Marcos continue to listen to the heartbeat of the people. Hindi lamang sa sports, kundi sa lahat ng aspeto ng buhay Pilipino. Puso, Mr. President, puso. Mr. President, it is my fervent hope that my remarks in this August chamber will reach President Bongbong Marcos. To President Bongbong Marcos, I am reaching out to you in all humility. I do so not only as a concerned citizen and a resident of Davao City. I speak also as someone who deeply believes in your commitment to this nation. I urge you, dear President of this nation, to listen also to a different sort of heartbeat. The heartbeat of thousands of Filipinos in the midst of this cacophony of sounds. It is our hope that the voices and hearts of these Filipinos will not be drowned out. Among them are the members of the KOJC, deprived of their religious freedoms. Their right to practice their faith is being challenged, and their pleas for support are echoing through our land. Let us also listen to the hearts of thousands of students from Jose Maria College Foundation Incorporated and Lyceum of the Philippines in Davao City, as well as their parents, who are grappling with the disruption of their education. I feel that it is not suitable, it's not justifiable, that in the attempt to serve a warrant of arrest, we also end up arresting our young people's dreams. Pagod na rin ang mga tao. More precisely, pagod na rin ang mga puso ng mga tao. Their weary hearts have resorted to seemingly marching to a different beat, regretting their choice of leadership, losing their hope. Yet, I stand here with unwavering faith in you as the father of our nation. I, for one, still believe in your capacity to care for every Filipino. After all, regardless of where we find ourselves politically, socially, religiously, or even physically, we all share the same heart and spirit. Mr. President, may President Bongbong Marcos continue to listen to the heartbeat of the people. Hindi lamang sa sports, kundi sa lahat ng aspeto ng buhay Pilipino. Puso, Mr. President, puso. On the alleged excessive number of deployed police officers, as a former chief of the Philippine National Police, I have not encountered an operation to implement a warrant of arrest wherein we deployed forces close to 2,000 people. To compare, the PNP also implemented a warrant of arrest against Zulkifli here, also known as Marwan. Marwan was listed among America's most wanted terrorists with $5 million bounty on his alleged involvement in a series of deadly bomb attacks in the Philippines. In the enforcement of the warrant against Marwan, the PNP only deployed 44 members of Special Action Force and more than 200 police officers as backup. Allow me to do the math. Less than 300 police officers to enforce a warrant against Marwan, who was then protected by more than 1,000 heavily armed Bangsamoro Islamic Federal Fighters and private armed groups around the so-called SPMS box, which includes Mama Sapano, versus 2,000 to arrest Pastor Kibuloy. Kaya ang tanong ng mga miyembro ng KOJC, mas mapanganib ba si Pastor Kibuloy kaysa isang most wanted terrorist? Mas mapanganib ba ang Davao City compared doon sa Mama Sapano na napakaraming umiikot ng mga armadong tao? Mr. President, wala na po sanang naging kaguluhan kung naging mahinahon lamang ang pagsisilbi ng warrant.